just for a second, pretend like you're at a sports game. Your favorite team just scored a touchdown or a goal or a basket or something along those lines, and you couldn't see it clearly. What if there's a solution to that problem? Well, now there is. SeatUp is a first-of-its-kind platform that allows users to trade seats within a venue through the use of an app. So whether you're at a sports game or a concert and you want to move up a few rows or move back, you can do that for a few dollars. From the surveys we conducted, we found that 71% of fans were not satisfied with the seating. It may seem like a lot, which it definitely is, except if you think about it, who doesn't want to move closer to the game? So the solution is SeatUp. It's an app. Buyer one, or the seller, can post their seat for trade, and then the buyer can contact the seller. They can work out a cost, and they can trade seats. It doesn't always have to cost money, though. So if you want to move within the same row, you could do that. If you figure out the cost of the buyer, you can do that, and it could be free. But say if you want to be close to your family, or you want to be closer to your friends, and they're in the same row, you can do that. Hello, investors. My name is Hassan Nachfi. I'm the CMO.
Hello, my name is Yuri Tunsani. I'm the CEO.
My name is Emmanuel Belden. I'm the CFO.
I'm Shane Donovan, and I'm the CBO. For our MVP pitch, we asked for $250 to use to build a message board, as well as to buy tickets to sporting events so we could gather information and further test our idea on potential customers. We were able to create the message board for free by ourselves, so we used that money to buy the business cards, and we currently have $90 left over. Is it this one? Nope.
It's on the side.
Yeah, no, not the top. Which one?
On the side. There's a slider on the side.
Let's do it this way. Alright, our MVP was divided into 3 phases. Phase 1 was to reach out to people and spread the word about our idea. Phase 2 was to get feedback from potential customers to design our idea. And Phase 3 was to create a working prototype of our idea via an internet message board to facilitate trades the same way our app would. Over the last 2.5 months, we have been working to create a list of 150 people who are ready and waiting to download and use our app once it comes out. Sorry, I was never taught how to use this. We used our MVP money to buy tickets to attend one basketball game, which was the Bulls versus the Rockets, and using additional resources we had available, we were able to attend a baseball game, the Cubs versus the Pirates. And between those two initial games, we were already able to facilitate a total of 22 trades.
For our market sizing, our total addressable market consisted of the annual attendance for all major sports games. That includes the NHL, MLB, the NFL, and the NBA. The annual attendance for all concerts in the United States, as well as we only included males between the age of 18 to 30, because that's the market we're trying to achieve. That's what most sports games consist of. For a serviceable, and that was 245,597,000. For a serviceable addressable market, we got 25,936,000. What we did was we got rid of all venues without seating arrangements, so that was a lot of concerts, low attendance venues, and we assumed that 15% of the people who attended sports games actually chose to swap seats. Now, as nice as it would be to get that full market, we know that's simply impossible. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. So, to find a serviceable, obtainable market, we took 0.5% of that, which gave us $153,000, and that's what we hope to achieve by year 3. To get our company out there, unfortunately for the first 3 months, we will have to do a paid type of advertising. We don't have a huge client base built up yet. We don't have that many referrals, so to get our name out there, we will have to do that. For months 4 through 12, since we will have more people that know about our app, we can use a viral type of advertising, make videos, stuff like that, put on YouTube, get our name out there a little bit. And then for years 2 through 3, since we will have the liquidity to actually do our own paid advertising, we can use the best of both worlds and use both methods. Lucky for us, we don't have that much competition. We only have one direct competitor, SeatUp. They do almost the exact same thing as we do, except that they've been on hold since about September. They started around the same time we did. They haven't moved forward with their idea since September. So we're not really worried about them. The big names though, like Ticketmaster, StubHub, and then there's also Pogo Seat. Those are our big competitors, except they don't do what we do. They don't allow users to trade seats within a venue, which is why we can say that we're a first of that kind platform.
Prior to building SeatUp, we were pursuing a commission-free trading platform for equities. Now, we shifted from this sector because we realized that it was a really regulated sector, so it would be hard to get into it, like as a small business. So we shifted to seats. We aim to solve issues we face in sports games by using the fundamentals of the stock market.
Is it bad? Cook it up. Okay, I'll go.
So you know what, it's actually moving out here, the screen is not working.
Oh.
So there you go. So we're having technical glitches with that.
Yeah.
We'll kick you out. Technology. There you go.
Our revenue model is commission-based. So what that means is each person in the transaction pays a $2 commission, which brings our transaction over $4, $2 from each way. And we got the $2 from surveys we conducted earlier in the year. And what we realized is that $2 was a fee that users were fine paying and was a good cash flow for us, and it will let us grow our business. Our gross revenue for the first 3 years was calculated by taking the trades from year 1, 2, and 3 and multiplying by 4. For year 1, we plan to make 4,883 trades. For year 2 is 40,863 trades. For year 3 is 113,200 trades. And that brings us to $635,784 in the first 3 years of operation. Now, our gross revenue is exponential due to our marketing strategy. It starts off to be exponential, and then it becomes linear towards the end of our cycle. And so year 1 is $19,532 in gross revenue. Year 2, it's $163,452, and year 3, it's $452,800. And for year 1, we will be taking a loss of $10,000, but we'll be cash flow positive after 13 months.
For our business costs, we'll total up to $5,750. And for our technology costs, we'll need $15,000. For the $15,000, we'll be using this money for app consulting, fixing our bugs in our app, and taking feedback from our customers and solving those problems. In total, we would need $20,750 for all start costs. For our first year of expenses, we'll be using most of our money on marketing to get our name out and having people wanting to sign up for SeatUp. And the total amount of money that we'll have is $10,450 for the first year. For the second year, we will need $25,500. And for this year, we'll be tripling the amount of money that we're using for marketing on app consulting to basically fix all the bugs from our feedback that we're getting from our users. And on year 3, we'll be doing the exact same thing, but we'll need more money since we're going to be a bigger company, and that will be around $152,000. But this will be the first year that we'll be adding our legal finances. For our net profit, we took our gross revenue and we subtracted financials from that, and we got $447,834.
In order to make SeatUp a reality, we need $34,000. This money would be used to fund our initial startup cost, cover maximum cumulative losses for the first year, and provide us with a liquidity cushion, which is $2,500, which would fund our first 6 months of operation. The return on investment would be 1,317%. This number was found by taking our net profit and dividing by the return on, dividing by the investment.
If we receive funding, by June 1st, we want to actually establish an LLC, and hopefully by June 15th, we want to get our app started. We want to get it into production. By August 1st, we want to send out invitations for people to use the beta version of the app, because obviously, let's say if there were a lot of people who logged onto it somehow, it's in beta, it could crash. So we want to see how it's working. We want to get feedback from people in the meantime for a full month. And then hopefully by September 1st, get the app launched, get it onto the market. And then until basically the end of the year, we'll be just advertising. Or for the next 3 months, we'd be advertising, getting our name out there. And then from there, obviously, we do the viral advertising, like I said earlier. So that's the plan.
We also created business models that like have our break-even cost collateral and our contact information. Like the people who we contacted to build our app, the people who we signed up to use our apps, and like proof that we actually made trades is all in the business.
If we only have 4. That's it.
So I've got a question for, the one company that you mentioned, SeatUp, that they've halted their business. Are, the reasons for their halt, did they, what reason were did you run into?
It was actually just a startup company. I'm like certified for college students, so I think it was just like a phase type of thing. Like they just started and closed down right after. It wasn't.
Yeah, they just have a website, but they only let you sign up. It's been there for about, since the beginning of the school year. It's been like at that same spot.
Did you talk to them? Send them an email, ask them something? No?
I personally did.
We did, right?
In the beginning, but it wasn't really like that. We
Yeah,
just sent them an email asking them, what they do. We never got a response. But we never sent them an email like asking what process they're in or what they're going through, anything like that.
They never responded.
Yeah,
to the email.
we just focused on our idea, and I mean, for good reason, they weren't really moving forward.
You can tell me about the 22, you said you had 22 trades.
Yeah.
I know they said it's in here, but I didn't come across it right away. It might be in here, I just.
No,
didn't see it
I
right
don't think we put it in.
away. Okay, if you can, I mean, you can just tell me about it.
Yeah.
I have it here.
Yeah, so.
Just
Mr.
click.
Carey has your.
No, can you go to our website?
Here.
I just wanted, if it jumped out, I could jump back in for you guys.
So, yesterday, we had someone attend a baseball game, and we made about 15 trades there.
One of you guys go to the game or?
No, someone who wants to be part of our company. who
Okay.
went there. So this is our website, so you could go under the trade section, and yeah, so you can go to.
Yeah, the last one was just me testing it.
Yeah, but we also had people like upload, like tag us on Facebook, like pictures of the game, because we asked them to. So, yeah, so you can see like someone, like we went through, like he said that he went through like the process with them, so post this to SeatUp, and then he basically ran around like saying to people, other people want to trade. We used the message board to get the message across to make the trade. And the first time we did it, we weren't able to make as many trades because people weren't able to get to the website.
Okay.
So this time we had a
Yeah,
QR code.
it wasn't working perfectly. And just like how the app will be in beta hopefully soon, the message board is also in beta. We tried to do it ourselves the best we could without using like a template or anything. And
Right.
it worked, but it wasn't all that. So after getting the app, the website is much simpler than it was before. There was only like two tabs. It's a lot easier for people to use, and the QR code directed them directly to the message board.
Okay.
So you're working this on the phone and stuff?
Yeah.
You had mentioned you need $20,750, but then there was like a $10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
The
was for the-
$20,000 just covered the startup cost, but then there was the liquidity cushion and our cumulative losses for the first year.
So would you need 30,000, 31,000 then?
Well, we would prefer 34,000, but I'm sure we can.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
so 34,000 is what you need,
Yeah.
Yes.
okay.
So in this whole business cost, you've got consulting and marketing and other stuff, but there's nothing for yourselves or any support that you need
Oh,
in
well,
running it.
like,
Because
is that like,
You give 3 years, right?
Yeah.
In those 3 years, there's nowhere about the regular people working as part of the company.
Like us four?
no, like.
You four or anybody else that you need to support your
Salary.
organization.
Well, we have one more person who went to the game and is trying to join, and, we put app consulting in there, right?
Yeah, I mean, that, the app consulting goes to the person's name, yeah. Yeah, and then legal fees also,
For the
that's
first
someone
3
else.
years, we don't really need someone else, but after that, I'm sure like, we would need people to manage, the company. But it's gonna be a smaller scale in the first years, and I don't think we need, anyone to, like, it's not worth for us to like hire someone.
Yeah, we wanna put everything we can, I mean,
Those
back in
3
the company,
years.
yeah,
Yeah.
so.
So beyond the 3 years, what happens? What's your strategy for
So, I would,
growing or exiting or anything like that?
our exit strategy would be, well, what we hope to do is brokers, it's an acquisition business. They eliminate the competition by buying them out, smaller companies. That's why there's not a lot of seat brokers. So what we plan to do is grow the company so that we're like actual name in the seat broker industry, and then we plan to sell it to a bigger company.
So you plan to sell it to one of those 3
Yeah,
that you showed on the
probably,
right?
yeah.
So go back to the team slide again. How did you position your team?
So,
Okay, so CMO marketing here. So what are you doing as CDO?
CVO is the Chief Visionary Officer, so I'm in charge of kind of like designing it, like I designed the logo, I designed the business cards, I kind of like in charge of like the like image of the company, how we're branded. Yeah.
So like a PR, but wouldn't that be part of your marketing?
I mean, yeah, but I'm more in charge of the design aspect of it.
The reason why I'm saying is you got CEO, CFO, CMO, etc., right? But most companies are organized with a CIO, especially if you're technology heavy, and I don't see a CIO position in the team.
What is the CIO
So
exactly?
it's the Chief Information Officer.
Well, that's something we could probably just split up
And-
between all of us, there doesn't need to be one person who's specifically in charge of it.
our app consultant would be, well, I don't think we would need them. The CIO is just like a.
So what I'm saying is,
yeah.
a company, if you think of a company, right, and if a company is heavily involved with technology,
Sure.
then the CIO is a very important position as part of the team.
Yeah.
But even if it's not you, you could, I don't know how you position it, you're external or something like that?
No, like,
Or one of you could take
Yeah.
that
Yeah, the app consulting, we're going to someone else for, and that's most of our technology, so the website isn't really hard to do, I don't think.
You
no,
have to
the
have
C-
one person in the team who is liaising with everybody and coordinating them, so you be the CIO then.
me and Hassan actually we built the website together, including the message board. So I think either like one of us would be a good fit for that role. And if Shane is in charge of the marketing, anyways, I'm good. I'm taking up CIO.
Yeah.
I know you look at the technical.
Yeah, I can do that.
You have to remember that the application designer or consultant doesn't have your vision and your brand in mind, right? They're a task person who's developing something based on specs that they're given, but they're not, their interest is in that piece, not in what happens with it and how it's received, like that you definitely want to have ownership over.
Well, yeah, we would work closely with them to like make sure that it's how we want the app to be.
Emmanuel, the 22 trades that you had, how did you get paid for those?
We didn't leave commission on it because it would be marginal.
Yeah, the commission will start coming once we actually link PayPal with our app.
Okay.
So
It was
until then,
just-
yeah, until then, it's
Okay.
just
Simulate
message
the
board.
process.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a start off, we didn't get any money for that.
It was just theoretical, what they
Yeah.
would
Yeah,
willingly
exactly.
give you.
Okay.
Just proving the idea, like,
Would
This is
PayPal pay you and pay the person who
Well, I don't
traded
think
at
we
the
would
same
actually use PayPal, we would use something like PayPal,
Something
like
like-
independent.
But they, is it like two separate transactions? How would the individual who traded, if there's money involved, get paid?
The individual traded.
Yeah.
So the money is going directly to him, but it's going through the app, and we control the app, so we take the commission off of that. So the person who's actually selling a seat, from the money that he gets, he pays $2 to us, and the person who's buying the seat pays an extra $2 to us as well. So both are paying $2
Through the app?
through the app. And that's gonna be, you know how when you're buying something online, there's taxes and shipping and handling stuff, that's just gonna be just like that, where, yeah.
We have time for maybe one or two more questions, if you have them. No more questions? No? All right, nice job, guys.
Yeah.